Hola amores, welcome to my channel. My name is Mimi and this is Stationery Amore. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. As you can tell, today is a new pen day and I am a TWSBI fan. I'm just going to quickly give you a little glance as to all my TWSBI collection here. I do love this brand because it is so reliable. Is a brand that I mostly go for and use amongst all other brands that I do have because it's a workhorse, and no matter the size of nib, it just doesn't give you any type of trouble. Well, at least for me. So this is their new release. Their last release was this beautiful latte rose gold fountain pen. I ordered these in the extra fine, and although this is not a rose gold, this is more of a, it has black accent and in the color Irish green. What I like to do with this sticker is I like to put it back here in this little square, and it does come with this protective sticker, which I also slap it on top of the label. So let's just go ahead and open this. And then let's open this beauty. Put these to the side. And again, this is going to be part of my fall collection fountain pens that I am using. I will do a little video of the current fountain pens that I'm using for the fall. And I really needed it to get this because, not that I needed another pen, but the fact that it's different from all the TWSBI pens that I have. I've never seen anything with a black accent. And you have it here in the band, on the clip, and inside of it is, it's always been black, but it just goes really well with this shade of green. And again, like I said, I am a collector, so just the fact that these are, even though they're eco, they're definitely different. This is the Eco T and this is just a regular eco, but yeah, just wanted to get it because I don't have a black accented TWSBI pen in my collection. So let's go to the fun part. Let's see what green ink will match with this pen. This is the Diamond Shorewood green. So let's go ahead and swatch. Okay, so now we have the spruce dried up, and this is how it's looking. It does have, again, a red undertone, and it's a bit sheen. I don't know if you can see that, but it's quite nice, and it's very appropriate. Kind of can easily go as a Christmas color too, because it has that red undertone. One thing I also wanted for you guys to notice is that the Octopus Green Eagle ink or color is actually waterproof, and because of that, the ink has like a special binding, or you can kind of see it here is like almost like plasticky, and that's what's preventing it from bleeding through. Whereas these are just regular saturated ink that has lovely shading on them, except for, again, the diamine is not, you know, it's no wonder why this one has a red shading or sheen to it. Because the same company, but this is obviously a lighter green And this one is a deeper green with the same kind of shade and undertone of red. None of them are waterproof except for the octopus ink. So let's see. This is definitely, I want to say that this would be a perfect match to the pen cap, but I'm just really feeling this one. You know what, guys? I think I'm just gonna opt out for the spruce. It's very appropriate. Color for this one is very appropriate for the season. And yeah, and I just don't want to have two fountain pens with the same inks. So I'm just gonna fill that up. Not a complete fill, but we already know the secret to that. You kind of, if you want to really fill it, you just squirt all that out again, and then you twist again to hopefully get a better fill on the second one. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, so now we're going to do a pen test with the Irish Green, comparing it to the first ever TWSBI pen that I've purchased, which is in the yellow and silver, and then the last one that I purchased in the cafe and bronze. All three of these are extra fine. This is also the cream and bronze, but I just, for the sake of redundancy, I'm just going to compare these three. Why? Because although these are all extra fine, they are stainless steel nibs, but this one is dipped in a black coating. This one is regular stainless steel. And then this one is the bronze. So I don't know if it's stainless steel dipped in bronze, or is bronze coated, or is actually the bronze metal, which I doubt, because then it would have been a lot more expensive. So let's go and test these out. I really like how smooth this nib is, but it's definitely not extra fine. I would say this is approximately more like a medium-sized nib for the TWSBI, because it's definitely a lot more thicker, and it's, I believe it's like, look, this is very wet. So I feel like the wetter the nib is because the broader the nib is. And for me, this is not a true extra fine. It's writing more like a medium-sized nib. So I want to compare these lines to the extra fine nib. Stainless steel. So let me just write, this is the black stainless steel nib. Okay. This is, oh wow. Do you not see the difference? This is definitely much more thinner, much more finer. And the lines are cleaner, if that makes sense. Has a lot more feedback. This is in the extra fine. I want to say more truer, fine, extra fine nib. And let's see, when it comes to the, so it's a drier, I guess ink, or I don't know if the ink has anything to do with the width of the lines, but it shouldn't really affect it because both are diamine inks. So I don't see why this would be a lot more wetter, but it is. And I really think it really does have to do with the coating, in my personal opinion. I could be very wrong. Definitely much more finer lines. Yeah, this is in the stainless steel nib. I'm gonna say silver nib. And then last but not least, the cafe bronze. And this is actually an extra fine as well. So this one actually writes more like a fine than an extra fine, even though this is an extra fine nib. Oops. So it's, as you can tell, this is a lot more, not a lot more, this is definitely the wettest nib out of the three. This would be medium, and then this would be more the drier side. So this is kind of interesting. So I think that we all can see the difference between extra fine, and this is medium, but they all says extra fine. So I don't know, guys, what do you think about this interesting finding that perhaps the black nib and the bronze nib does affect the line width over than the stainless steel silver nib? I'm curious to know if you guys are experiencing the same thing with the TWSBI. I would definitely not call this an extra fine. The only true extra fine is the regular stainless steel silver nib. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you have some sort of issue with other fountain pen brands that they says this is extra fine, but it writes more of a broader? Could it be because the nib is different? Maybe the manufacturer, maybe the ink makes a difference. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.